Republican Dan Crenshaw, Republican out of Texas, member of the House Intel Committee. And sir, good morning to you there in Washington, D.C. I didn't realize it, but you've been to Venezuela a dozen times. Your family lived there for a time when you graduated from high school. You will attend the briefing today. What do you need to know?
Look, I think the briefing today, I've attended a few briefings already, and I even visited Southcom just on Monday. I've been following this issue for quite a while, as you can imagine. I was actually in Venezuela on a school trip when we invaded Afghanistan, and I saw that on TV. So I have a long history there. My grandparents did their honeymoon in Venezuela back in 1955. So, you're talking about a country that was a beautiful country for many decades, fourth largest GDP in the world, and completely ruined by socialism. What we expect to hear, I think, from today's briefing, when you bring all the members in, I think you're going to hear a lot of the same that you've heard already. It's going to be reiterated what the legal backing was for this. We were not conducting a regime change war. We were executing a warrant back from 2020. None of this is new. There's been 100 resolutions put out on the floor by Democrats and Republicans saying that Maduro is an illegitimate leader. So we weren't even going after a leader of a country. He's not a legitimate leader of this country. So the legality issue will be first and foremost to convince members that indeed this was done properly and by the book. It should also be noted this is not an occupation. There are no U.S. troops on the ground. This is what happens next is largely in Marco Rubio's hands. It's a State Department issue. It's a diplomacy issue. Because what we want to do is indeed work with, at least in the short and medium term, work with the current vice president, now named the president. President Trump's already doing that, announcing that deal with the 30 to 50 million barrels of oil coming to the U.S., the proceeds of which will also benefit Venezuelans. So it remains to be seen what exactly the future is, but I believe it's a good one for the Venezuelan people and for the region.
Okay. President Trump put this out on Truth Social, saying that the interim authorities in Venezuela will be turning over between 30 and 50 million barrels of high-quality sanctioned oil to the USA. This oil will be sold at its market price, and that money will be controlled by me to ensure it is used to the benefit of Venezuela and the United States. Will Congress agree with that the money should be controlled by the president?
I need to see the details of that deal. A lot of this is a bit unprecedented, but it's something we'll certainly look at. Keep in mind, we like Venezuelan crude because our refineries are built for that kind of heavy crude. So this kind of action does make a lot of sense, and it's an immediate win, I actually think, for both countries. We'll see exactly how that plans out. I don't have any more details than what you just said.
So Delcy Rodriguez is now the president of Venezuela. There are reports out there that she's been working behind the scenes with the U.S. government for a year. Do you find that to be possible and credible?
Anything's possible, and I don't know.
Look,
we obviously had some good intel on the ground. This operation was executed with an immense amount of joint effort between the IC and the Department of War and all of the elements within the Department of War. To only have a few casualties going into a heavily guarded compound with a full moon, that's quite the op. Right. So. We did a really great job. Also worth noting how much Cubans were involved in this and have been involved. A lot would suggest that it's the Cuban government that wouldn't allow Maduro to flee ages ago, back when the country was up in riots. So his security detail was largely led by Cubans, and this is a big message to Cuba too.
Yep.
Stop trying to destabilize the region, and a message to anyone else in the hemisphere who wants to invite all of our enemies in. And so I think this is a good thing for both countries.
Sir, thanks for coming on. Dan Crenshaw, we'll see what comes of that briefing today.
Great to have you.
Democrats and Republicans. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.